our elementary citizenship program in 1993, and it grew out of concern from the teachers when we met and were speaking at a faculty meeting about our concerns for disrespect in our students, disrespect to each other, to student teachers, and also to substitute teachers. And we wanted to do something about it, so we started to brainstorm together about some ideas to help with the disrespect.
And when we started thinking about what we wanted to do, we wanted it to be a community-wide effort that would involve student input, student voice, faculty, staff, parent, community involvement. And we wanted to be proactive. We wanted, instead of punitive, we wanted to be proactive and look at a developmental and preventative approach to address the civility concerns that Kim just spoke about. And this did become a school-wide initiative for all of our students and our staff, faculty, administration, and our parents, and we decided to call this the Elementary Citizenship Program. And the main goal of our Elementary Citizenship Program here at Price Laboratory School was to develop a cohesive community of learners who value and respect one another.
And we were looking at intrinsic motivation. We didn't want to be giving stickers out for students doing the right thing. We wanted them to intrinsically want to do the right thing. So we built that program through leadership, that we can have students be leaders in the program, understand that, and incorporate that into their classroom and their playground use so that they can feel proud of what they're doing and know the importance of it. We do have common language and common rituals that we do, so we do have a PLS pledge that we started out so that students could say a similar thing, although it was written by them, so that they can always fall back on and know from by heart and memorization what they're supposed to be doing, as well as our guidelines for success, which we have a song to go along with that too, that they can look at respect, learning, responsibility, attitude, and integrity, which is similar to character counts. It was just our version that came from our own students, our own parents, and our own community. We wanted to make sure in a really overt and purposeful way that we could create a citizenship program and make a difference, and all collectively using a similar vocabulary to get to the kids' needs. Our citizenship assemblies just are the kickoff for our themes. That's where we would introduce, and I would say in an effective, efficient way, what we want to have the students look at. But it's not just for that month. What happens is the teachers go back and incorporate that into the curriculum so the students can be seeing that on a daily basis, not just at a one-time a citizenship assembly at the end of the month.
We have with us a family that does exercise together, and I shared with my family last time, but today we have actually the people that were on the video that you saw, or the pictures last time, of the Butler family. So I'm going to have you introduce yourselves here, David, first of all.
My name is David Butler. I'm Mrs. Butler. I'm Sean. Katie.
I'm Mr. Butler.
Questions to go along with this. So I have to pull out my questions. And you take my mask off. My first question for your family is, how do you exercise as a family together? Did you answer them and pass it down? How do you exercise as a family?
We ride bikes, our bike trails in the summertime. Then we go swimming in the falls. And we exercise inside. We walk to school.
And the boys wrestle each other.
Last questions. We've got you guys some questions, and I'll only be able to take a few, okay? But I see Emma's got her hand up there. Emma, did you want to ask them a question? Do you go to the park at all, David?
Well, not really, but we go to the falls in the summertime.
Yeah, we go to the state park, we ride our bikes down there. When the kids were younger, we used to go to parks a lot. Sometimes during the summer, the kids go to the park more often.
Another pillar of our elementary citizenship program is the elementary student council. And a few years back, we took a look at how we were selecting our student council. It was by voting, and we discovered that in our small school, that anytime the children were asked to vote for somebody to be the class ambassadors, to sing the solos in the music concert, to be the student council representatives, the same names were resurfacing time and time again. And we thought we wanted more of our students to have an opportunity to be a leader because we believe that all of our students are capable of being a leader in our communities. So we moved from a selection process by voting into a volunteer group. Any student in grades 1 through 5 can volunteer to be a member of the Elementary Student Council, and then I take the large group, which oftentimes is over 100 children, some years all of the children volunteer. I divide them into multi-age groups for each month, and we have a different student council for each month. They take a significant leadership role in our elementary citizenship assembly. They lead the pledges. Our 5th graders are our technicians. They run the PowerPoint. They do certain projects related to what is happening that month.
I want to take a moment and thank the February Student Council members for your hard work. And when I brought this concern to them, we were seeing a lot of behaviors in the lunchroom that were sort of going from borderline, they were just right on the edge of being inappropriate, to starting to cross over the line. So I talked to my good colleague, our friend Mrs. Struck, and I said, Mrs. Struck, these are my concerns. And I talked to some other teachers, and what do you think we could do about that? And she said, great idea. Great bunch of kids for the February Student Council. They thought up the ideas themselves, as Mrs. Struck said. They executed it, they put it together, and they produced a great plan for all of us to follow.
The success of our program really comes down to the idea of ownership, that the teachers were the ones that wanted this to happen. They buy into it, they make it happen, they are responsible for it. It's not the principal deciding what's going to go into it, but all of the people that are the movers and the shakers that make everything happen. That also includes the students as well, because they are also leaders in the program with student council and other parts that they do, and reviewing themes and introducing themes. They also see the importance of it and value all of the attributes of being a good citizen.
The kids know that it belongs to them, and they know that if they weren't stepping up to be leaders and being engaged in what our elementary citizenship program is all about, it would mean nothing. Oftentimes I talk with the children. We have wonderful signage all around our school, but if it's just an attractive sign or just words, it really doesn't mean that much. And they can speak to and they can show you actions that these come alive when things are going well, and they also count on them when things aren't going well. Not just the children, but our faculty as well.
Our program is constantly evolving, that we look at the needs of our school and make sure that it is a dynamic program that changes when those change. So we can make sure to create future citizens by building elementary citizens first, because it truly does take a village to raise a child.
But I thought since we're all together today, we would take a moment and sing a little bit for our own Mrs. Gunther, whose birthday is today. Would you please stand, Mrs. Gunther? Happy birthday. This morning, the 3rd graders and some of the middle school and high school students sang Cumpleaños Feliz, which means happy birthday in Spanish. So if you would sing with me, it goes a little something like this. Cumpleaños Feliz, Cumpleaños a ti, Cumpleaños Mrs. Gunther, Cumpleaños Feliz, and many more. Congratulations.